this knockout game or defense against a general sucker punch. So basically the knockout game, people want to hit you without being seen or recognized. So that's why they go for a knockout versus just beating up a person. Because if you get knocked out, then you can't turn around and report what that person looks like to the authorities. That's why they want to do a quick and sudden attack. Typically, knockout game or sucker punches are going to come from either the front or an angle you're not going to see. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but we're going to get to the technical part right now. Now, there's a lot of videos out there that are well-meaning but teaching ridiculous techniques. I saw one video, for example, the guy throws it. He says that, well, if the guy throws a punch, you block it like this, and you reach underneath, and you put him in a lock, and then he said, you hip throw him. You're not going to be able to do that unless you practice it, unless you go to martial arts school and learn it. So it's kind of silly to even teach somebody that on YouTube. So this is something that you'll be able to pick up, from this. So basically, we call this the crane technique. So we're going to make a beak with our elbows. So we're going to bring both hands up, and we're going to squeeze our arms together and put a shield up. Now the hand goes above the eyebrows on the forehead. If you go below that, when you get hit, you're going to hit yourself. So you want this. And this creates a very strong shield. So the master just puts that shield up, right? Now I can come in and slam this really hard, right? Just bend that a little bit. So I come in here with a lot of stuff, and it's not going to get through. If I try to squeak around here, all he's got to do is angle that elbow out. And I'm going to really jack up my arm, bust my arm, hit nerves in my arm that are going to be very painful. So this is the shield if somebody suddenly blitzes you. So if he's standing here, I'm getting all animated, he gets into this position, and now, you don't want to wait here all day. You definitely want to either move back or attack. Well, this is your instinctual defense. All right, so now how we do this with the knockout game is he's relaxed. If I'm walking this way and he's walking, I don't want to walk between him and his friends. I want to use the environment, so the wall here, for example. So as we're walking, if he's planning on attacking me, I'm going to put my hand up and brushing my hair. Now I don't want to wait till he starts punching. If I get a bad vibe, I'm going to start scratching my head right now and take away that shot, that opportunity. Okay? So I'm not going to wait for him to punch and then do the move. Right? You can do that, but you've got to practice. But if I don't know martial arts, I start scratching my head now. So now I can turn around, hit, push, get away. And when he runs into this is murder. Now if he tries to punch with his left hand towards my face, it's the same thing. Bam, right here. He's going to run into that. Now from here I can turn around and fight, or whatever, if you know how to follow up from that. So I don't want to walk this way, because if he's got a buddy, I don't know which one's going to attack me. So by going here, I limit what he can do. And how he can attack me here. So that's it. Now, another situation could be he could push me into the wall, but I did this. So now when I come off of this, here I am, I'm covered. Okay? And then from here I can hit back. Now, all you have to do to hit back, you don't have to punch. When he's swinging, you just charge in with your arms like that, blast him with your elbows. And that'll give you enough space that you can, break away. So if you start swinging, and I get in here, I just come in like that, and then I'm good to go. Okay? And then I can fight or run. Okay, so this is the technique. You've got to cover it. Right? We call it the crank. So I'm walking, he tries to sucker punch me, I get this here. Okay? He throws another sucker punch. My arm is still here, now his arm is going to come up too, right after that. Now why this is important is because if I teach you a move, if he swings, and I teach you, okay, do this, then hit me here, and here, and here, and here, and pow, do that. The problem with that is you have to practice it a lot. Two is it's a move. So if I get a vibe from him, and I'm not 100% sure he's going to attack me, then I'm like, should I do the move, should I do the move? And I'm going to be questioning whether or not I should do the move. This is a no move. So when he's coming, I just do this. It's not a move, so I don't have to feel embarrassed doing it. Okay? So that's why it's such an effective move against these knockout punches. Now, against attacks coming where you cannot see them, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. So you can't be texting on your phone for long periods of time and completely oblivious to your surroundings. Pay attention to who's passing you. Pay attention to who's around you. Use objects in your environment like the reflections of mirrors, reflection of store windows, reflection in car windows. There's so many shiny things in your environment. Unless you're out in the middle of the woods, okay? If you're getting attacked in the middle of the woods, well, I don't know what you do there, but have YouTube. If you're walking down the street, there's a car here, you can look behind you just by looking in the car window. Your cell phone screen can be used as a reflector to see what's behind you. Your sunglasses can be used to see what's behind you. So there's always little tricks that you can use. Shadows. You know, if you see a shadow coming, you turn around, you scratch your head, and turn around. So if I get a vibe, somebody's behind me, and I turn around and I scratch my head, it's not like he's going to turn around. If I turn around like this, I might not do that because I'm going to be embarrassed if he's not really attacking me. So I'll look. So most people won't do things like that because they feel foolish. But if I turn around and he scratch my head, and he starts swinging now, I'm already now in a position where I can defend myself. So this is a simple little thing. So we go from here to the back of our head, pointing our elbow here. Now don't have too much space here, because if you hit here, it's going to hit you in the head. It's going to bump you around a little bit, but if you keep it in tight, that's what we want, just like that. And then you can take a really good shot here. So how we drill this is, he walks along the wall, and as he walks by me, I'm going to throw the sucker punch. And he's going to walk. Now we'll have a line. People do this, but I'm going to switch now. So he walks again. He scratches his head on this one. Boom. Okay? Now he walks, and I scratch my head. So he doesn't know when I'm going to throw this. Okay? And he walks. Now I'll throw one behind his head, right? And he's covered. Okay? He walks this way, and he tips his elbow out on this one now. And he's protected that way. So it's a very effective way to defend against, these sucker punches. Coming from different angles, you can turn around like this and defend. If you know some martial arts, if you're coming from different angles, you peek over your shoulder, you can kick backward. It's very hard for somebody to hit you with the back. Here, he's coming at me, and I'm here. I'm not going to turn around and fight him. When I turn around and fight him, he can hit me. But if he's coming at me, and I'm here and I'm running, right? And boom, I can kick like this till the cows come home. And he's not going to get a good shot at it. So back kicks are, and if he comes straight in here, boom. If he comes on that angle, boom. If he comes in on sideways, boom. So if he comes this way, he's going to get front kick. So I've got this 360-degree attack ability with these different kicks. So again, to reiterate, cover, learn to make it a nonchalant movement. Homework for you would be, when you're talking to your friends, just do this a couple of times. Make it now don't make it an unnatural looking motion where you see some suspicious guy coming and you go like that, or do something weird. You want it just to be natural. So practice when you're talking to your friends, and that's a really good way to learn how to slip this move in without a fear of escalating something or causing a problem that wasn't there. Awareness, again, don't preoccupy yourself with something that's too much of a distraction for you that you're not going to know what's going on around you. So it's very important that you keep a certain level of awareness. In science fiction movies like Star Trek, they have red alert, yellow alert, and green alert. Green alert means completely safe. Red alert means you're in battle mode. Yellow alert is kind of caution. So when you're out in an environment, you want to be kind of yellow alert, paying attention. Not green where you're texting on your phone. And I've seen videos of women in the wall texting on the phone and actually fall right into a fountain because she was so busy texting on her phone there. So we never want to get to that level of bad awareness.